I think it'd be too much to watch.
It would be.
Like 11. I think 11 is like for us perfect.
Because then you want more.
Yeah, just like
it's perfect.
after 11, you're like, woo, that was awesome, and then it's like
Right.
at 22, I think you'd be like, all right already.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just think
Anything that
11
long really is kind of too long. I think right now. We get what?
Because we're in this ADD mentality right now.
yeah.
Everybody.
No commercials.
Yeah, there's no commercial either.
Short packed show. I like it.
Yeah,
Keeps you ready for the next one, right?
because they did that. Like Metalocalypse was 11, then it was 22, and I don't know. I think I like the short ones better.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
They're simpler, and
Short and sweet.
then again, Adventure's
That's
22.
what Rod Serling said once. It was, how can I tell an interesting story when I have to take a break for like a teddy bear selling fabric softener? I always thought that was interesting. So, that's a good point. It's like, commercial breaks kind of suck if you're trying to do something.
I mean, especially with the gore and the scene stuff going on in the
You
show.
forget
just-
where you were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Where were they?
Where would they break SuPeRJaiL anyway? You know, it's like, where would you
So, guys, have you ever been in jail?
No.
Did you ever visit?
visit? Yeah, I think it.
Conjugal?
Yeah, junior high.
It's the Scared Straight program.
Yeah.
Method acting there.
That'd be a good episode.
Yeah.
I totally forgot my question.
Oh, next.
Next.
Let's see.
What'd you eat for lunch?
I had a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Were you guys animation fans growing up?
I was, yeah. I mean, I think every
Who
kid is.
were your inspirations?
Yeah, man, like Looney Tunes. I love Looney Tunes. I love Woody Woodpecker too as a kid.
All right. And since the show SuPeRJaiL is very gory, do you have like any gore inspirations or muses?
I mean, I used to like Fangoria magazine. Like, I mean, again, it's like Steve said. I think a lot of SuPeRJaiL is like the stuff we like when we were kids, which is a lot of people. It's like funny cartoons, like or sci-fi comics, and I mean, it's funny. We were joking about today, like this stuff's so huge now, and like, I mean, shows like Walking Dead are like the biggest show on TV, but like you'd never even think of that, even like 5 or 10 years ago, that superhero stuff and all this would be mainstream. So.
It's bigger than mainstream.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So, not to be like, so what do you think about like that guy that went into the Batman movie? I mean, do you think it affects people or no? I don't know.
I mean, that guy's just a nut job.
Yeah.
He could have done it anywhere, really.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah. But it's like turning the.
yeah.
I know, but so gore is gore. But you're just saying it's so big today, is what I'm saying. Is like.
Well, I just mean
do
like.
you think people are
more
desensitized?
More like stuff that. No, but I don't even mean just gore. I mean like just like kind of fantasy, nerdy type stuff. Like I've been into this kind of stuff since I was forever. But I don't think that was the norm.
You know
when
it's
I
fake.
was, well, I don't mean that. I mean like superheroes or comic books. Like it wasn't. The average person didn't go see a Batman movie or a zombie movie when we were like when I was like in my teens. That would be like kind of if you're not a weird kid, but you're into more like you're into this stuff.
Yeah,
normal kid would be into sports or normal whatever. But now it's like really, my parents go see Avengers. I mean, it's mainstream now. It's weird. It's like it's weird. It's interesting.
Like geek is the new chic kind
My
of
mother
thing.
called
like
The Adventurers. I saw The Adventurers the other day. It was stupid.
You're like, wait a minute, is that the one with the dogs and the cat that went across the United States?
Yeah.
So, I love the show. I do love the show. Do you find yourself relating to any of the characters?
I hope not.
I mean, like Warden's very whimsical but crazy. Like he's willing to do all these crazy inventions and crazy things. I mean, he has the doctor that creates things, but
the Warden's funny because we talk about him a lot, but like he's kind of like all the bad, like he's impulsive, he's selfish, he's really got a big ego, he kind of just does what he wants. I think everyone kind of...
He's a big kid.
Yeah, I think if people can kind of...
He is, but he's got a mean streak too. He'll be vindictive.
Oh yeah.
And Alice is cool. I mean, she doesn't really give a shit. She does what she wants. She wants to break something, she breaks it. I don't know, I think when
Wants to rape something, she rapes it.
like when we think of the jokes and stuff, a lot of it's kind of like...
Yeah.
What's funny, like, if, you wouldn't just walk over there and smash the wall down, but it's funny in a cartoon. Yeah, so I think those kind of weird impulses and stuff come in when we're trying to think of funny situations.
So, do those characters have fan clubs?
I don't know.
There's a lot of fan art online.
Yeah.
It's really cool, actually.
It is.
It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of anime-looking fan art that's really...
A lot of Warden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So do you feel, I know you guys have been working with Adult Swim for quite some time.
Yeah.
And of course you guys are big fans of cartoons and et cetera, et cetera. Do you feel that the fun, whimsical, gory, well I don't say much gory, but just basic cartoon violence is not as fun as it used to be as to today?
No, I think it is.
Or it just feels like it's amped up a little more?
I mean, I think you just don't see it as much. I mean, again, it's kind of what we grew up with, so we love it. But yeah, you don't really see it. I mean, Itchy and Scratchy has it. I mean,
Like
are you asking?
like the comical humor of like the comical cartoon violence, so to speak.
Do I still find it funny? Is that what you mean?
Like, do you feel like it's kind of fading away, so to speak?
I think so. I mean, it just seems like a lot of cartoons now are more about the dialogue or witty talking and those, which is cool. But
And it's all
I see what
sex.
you're asking. Yeah, it definitely is.
yeah, because I think one of the funny things is when the animation studio we work at, there's all these like really awesome, amazing animators and people and all that. But it's funny when we're storyboarding the episodes, like trying to get these people. Sometimes they're not. A lot of the scripts that they're used to working on, it's all, it's spelled out, and you're not really adding. And like with this show, we add a lot of the humor and the jokes and the gags to the script, and I'm always like, look, you guys can change it. Like if
So it's like improv almost?
Yeah, and a lot of them are not used to that because there are not really a lot of shows that do it that way, especially adult ones. Like
Right.
I think on the kids side, like something like SpongeBob or Ren and Stimpy, or maybe like Adventure Time or something. Like they're a little more visual and fun, and they can do some more fun,
But
creative
I also feel
things.
like other shows too would just made that like state of the board, state of the script. I feel like
We had
So
this,
you have more freedom.
yeah, because we encourage them like any. Because a lot of the jokes, it's like when we write the script, we think of the situation or the story, but we know we're going to add that stuff. But sometimes we have an idea to write it, but a lot of times we're like, that's the storyboard artist's job or the animators. Like think of, if you think of a funny way, I always tell them like plus it up. Like if there's a joke like a guy gets punched, can you make it visually funny? Like is he
Lose some teeth.
like if they're in the kitchen? Yeah, would he take a shish kebab and do his eyes, and when he takes them out, they're on the shish kebab? Like a gag. Like they're gags. So.
Yeah, so you feel
Violence
like
is
It's
it's
in
almost
fun.
an instrument to do these gags that's the best when it's funny.
yeah,
like
that's what I was trying to say. Like, you feel like there's no.
So did you like the
comics
Three
in there.
Stooges?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
the remake.
All of it.
I heard it was good. Actually, I didn't see it. Did you see it? I heard it was.
I heard it was good.
I was surprised. My buddy loves Three Stooges. He's like, no, I'm telling you, it's actually good.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I
The
should
ending.
correct it.
And Larry David.
What's that?
The ending.
He's the
Ending's
best.
bad?
They had to warn everybody that don't do this stuff at home.
Really?
For real?
Yeah,
Was
a
it,
little PSA at the end, yeah.
was it a joke?
No.
Really?
I thought it was at first.
Don't hit
but
your
then-
friend
but
with a
then all of
hammer in the
sudden it
face.
wasn't.
Right?
That's when you realized it became that uncomfortable moment where you realized, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
You know what the problem is? Everyone's like asking, like, "Oh, is this a fake?" People are just stupid now. They're just stupider. Like they're used.
They're
to being
so
told-
politically correct. It's like
Yeah, but they're also like everyone's so helpless. Like it's like phones. Like I don't. Me too. Like I don't know any of my friends' phone number because I find their name,
Right.
and I push their name, and like so used to like kind of being told what to do and how to do it, and they don't really think as much. So and then the people say, "Oh, they saw it on a cartoon. That's why they did it." It's like really like.
Yeah.
That's
know,
what
like,
I meant
hit
before.
a guy with a hammer
Right,
in the
I mean,
face.
that's-
I didn't mean that,
Yeah.
you influence people. I know the guy was a quack, but like that's what I mean. It's like people are just they're desensitized. They think that life is like a video game.
You
Do
know,
you
the
think
first line in that story is always like, "Oh, it was Batman. He tried to be the Joker instead of saying."
I don't know if
how
it's
easy is it
true.
to get all these fucking automatic weapons. It's really.
That's what I
the
mean.
secret,
I mean,
It's like
I totally
Joker had nothing to do with it.
exactly. He was, whatever. But it's like back in the day, wasn't it? When you played a record backwards, you would go.
Right,
It's
yeah.
the same kind of thing.
Mazes and Monsters, man.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. The D&D scare.
Right. So, like, do you have a favorite, like, memory or cartoon? Did you like Boris and, like, who did you like? I know you said Looney Tunes, but, like,
My favorite.
If you had to pick.
I
Or
remember-
save someone from
I
drowning.
remember when I was little, like those Droopy the dog ones. There's
loved
one
Droopy.
because they had these little clever jokes. There was one where I think they were trying not to wake up the sheriff, and
Oh, it was the baby sleeping, wasn't it?
something
Oh,
like
it was
he'd
the
like
sheriff.
hit his toe or something. He'd
Yeah,
scream
put
in a
the jar.
bar, and then he'd like, run over the mountain and he'd open it, and you'd hear the scream. And it was
Oh yeah, so
gags.
Tex Avery is like one of your biggest fans.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
big-
that stuff's like really funny and clever, and again, these visual and there's
now
real jokes in there.
I don't
It's
know
not-
if you have kids or not, but if you did, how old would they have to be before they could watch SuPeRJaiL?
I don't know. I always say growing up, my parents let me watch anything growing up, man. And there was a guy who had a video store down the street.
And look what you're doing now.
And he never said a word to us. He let us come in, pick whatever movie we wanted. He had like one of those big old screen TVs, like the projection ones that sucked. The director's chairs, and we'd sit there and watch the glorious movies all day. And he never said a word. Nobody cared. It was great.
So on the show, we're ReW WhO. We expose rising stars and living legends in the city. We have a little segment called Skeletons in the Closet. So you guys have...
Yeah, we'd like you to share a skeleton with us.
Yeah.
SuPeRJaiL related? Or is
It can be.
It can be personal or SuPeRJaiL related.
Something your mother doesn't know.
Or the warden.
What about a character?
A character? Wait, I got a skeleton.
Okay.
I do a lot of...
Nothing recording.
I do a lot of
Yes.
recreational drug use while I work on SuPeRJaiL.
Oh, I love you.
There you go.
Too much.
Oh.
I know when we're done is when I rest and relax and calm down and get all clean.
Yeah.
And like,
Have the awakening.
yeah. No, it gets
Did your
nuts.
mother not know
Production gets nuts because like,
It's great.
I mean, I sleep, when we're in production, I sleep there like 3 nights a week. We're just, because it's so dense, there's so much to do because we're trying to pack it so dense that it's you know, but it's fun. It's the funnest job
So can
I've
you
had.
just say your names again? And
Yeah, Christy Caracas.
Okay.
yeah. So you're like living legends.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Well, you're living.
to our fans, yeah, we're living.
And you are legendary. I mean, you're
Family. I always wonder how big the show is though, because it's like
We never know.
it's hard to tell. Because again, like I mean, I don't have cable. I haven't had TV until like last year. Because I watch stuff on Netflix on my computer, but like I always wonder who's watching. Is it high school kids? Is it college kids? Because a lot of people my age don't. Like
Watch.
some of my friends, but they don't watch cartoons. I mean,
People our age are going to bed before me.
yeah, they have kids. I mean, I always joke like we're like, you know, like I'm 37 and I'm making this show of like dudes getting their heads blown up with a hose or whatever's going on, you know, and it's fun. But yeah, like I wonder like what the average
demographic.
SuPeRJaiL, yeah. I mean, I think I'm assuming it's high school.
Well, obviously it's big because you're doing it again. So I think that you just have to keep doing what you're doing, and
it's working.
and yeah, exactly.
So any last promos for season 3?
Just try to watch it so our ratings are
12:15
good, so they give us another season.
And give them more drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DVDs.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much,
Thank you
guys.
Oh, we're showing at our panel today. We're showing a whole episode that hasn't aired yet. It won't air for a while. So
Ah,
if anyone
so
wants
we're
to
going to
see
put this on YouTube for you.
Oh,
and,
thank you.
If you,
Completely unmade.
yeah, totally unedited and just raw. That's
Great.
what we're about.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.